That's an old hanging tree.
Yeah, it's about 300 years old, I guess.
And they would tie the prisoners with that cable.
Right.
And you can see that, I don't know, here, let me zoom in. I don't know if you guys can see that chain.
Yeah, the chain and the cable is into the tree. Did you want to get down?
Yeah, real quick if it's all right.
No, it's no problem.
Good old hanging tree. Hang them criminals. Not like nowadays where you just let them out in California and other states.
Yeah, we'd come down and, well, they were the bad guys, so we'd throw rocks at them and everything. They used to handcuff them with their right hand, so they couldn't throw the rocks back at us. Well, one time a lefty came in and he was able to throw the rocks at us. We used to stand over there and throw rocks at him. But you can see where the chain is.
Yeah,
The tree is thrown around
and the tree grew around it.
Yeah.
Same with the cable.
Cable, yeah. You see the cable. Cable goes in, comes out all around here.
And what limb would they use to throw the rope up to hang them?
Well, there was another branch. This was the branch here. Went out
Oh,
here.
okay.
But, cattle rustling, thieving, horse thieving.
Like serious crimes, not. Yeah. So they'd chain up on the cables. They'd chain up the.
all the way across the wash here.
Oh,
and
okay.
of course, the wash served as a bathroom when the wash ran and cleaned the bathroom. So.
And then they just throw the rope up.
Yeah.
Commit the sentence.
Yeah.
This is the first God honest hanging tree that, like, I now know for sure 100%, no BS. That is awesome. Do you know what type of or any famous criminals that were hanged?
No, not really. Just bank robbers.
Well, I imagine this has got to be a haunted area.
Yes. They've gotten some good stuff out here.
And what was this house here?
That was the mine taker, caretaker's house.
Okay.
He lived there.
Sweet. So the marshals would show up with their criminals that were sentenced to hang.
Yeah.
They'd chain them up along the cable, and then one by one just.
Yeah. Hang them over there.
Do you know how many were actually hanged?
I know of 3.
3? Okay.
Yeah, it's Gleason, not Kansas City.
We're going to pause it right here. I accidentally stopped the last one from the school, but this time it's pause. All right, good.
1918, I believe it was. They had the great epidemic then.
Influenza?
Influenza. A lot of them ended up here. The old timers, the young kids, babies, they ended up here. A lot of them passed away. They're at the cemetery. They even had a burn pit on the other side, that pit that you see over there, when they had to amputate limbs, whatever, from the miners. They'd have to burn it because they didn't want the coyotes, whatever, getting to it. So they had a burn pit to burn the.
So if a miner or something got hurt and got gangrene, and they cut it off to save the miner,
right,
then they would burn the limb to stop any type of
epidemic or animal.
So I know I asked you this off camera, Joe, but of all these old buildings that make up Gleason, who's the owner of all this?
A lot of it I own on the main town, and a lot of this other stuff is owned by private owners. They come down here. They live in Scottsdale, Phoenix, and stuff like that. But they don't keep it up. They just own it. I try to keep it up and try to keep people, from vandalizing as much as they have to or can.
So this is old adobe style construction.
Yeah, the old adobe, I don't know if you know how it was made, but in the olden days what they did, they had blocks, wooden blocks, and they'd put mud, straw, and when they killed a cow, they drained the blood and mixed it because it would coagulate. And that's why these adobe blocks have lasted so long. They're made with blood of the cows.
No kidding, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I knew about the mud and the straw.
Yeah.
I mean, I actually know how to make that part of it. I
Yeah.
didn't know they mix blood in with
Yeah,
it.
because it coagulates and holds.
And
the
bovine
strong-
blood is pretty thick.
Yeah,
And
that's what they used when they killed a cow. They used everything, even the blood.
Oh yeah, there's
I seen it in movies before, but I didn't know about the blood.
Yeah.
And if it's in a movie, you know it's true.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and take a little walk around. I want to go look at the pit first, the burn pit.
Yeah, the burn pit.
You be careful.
Oh,
it's haunted.
We talked about the buildings being haunted. The school, I didn't mention it, is haunted. You've had paranormal people come out,
Right.
and they've actually documented it.
Yes. Yes. They hear the kids playing there by the school, and they've asked them how come they're still here, and the kids say, "We enjoy it here. We have a good time." So it's
It's you don't hear that very often. And
So
No.
while we have the video running, folks, just take a moment. There's a highway 60 feet away.
Yeah.
But listen to this. That is just pure Southern Arizona peace and quiet.
peace and quiet.
You can't buy that anywhere. It don't come in a bottle. And the only way to find it is to old places like this.
now, has anybody ever thought about like digging this out and keeping it nice and flat the way it was originally?
Well, I'll tell you the story. People used to come and dig on the sides. Those 3 people that I told you that were hung, they were bank robbers. They robbed a bank down in Naco or Douglas from the mines. And they came up this valley, and they spent the night here. They think they spent the night here. They caught them here, and they didn't find the money that they robbed. So they figured they
Oh, the money's
Buried.
buried somewhere.
buried. So people would come up here and dig around thinking that the money was buried here. But like I said, my brother-in-law found that $5 gold piece at the school. And I said, maybe they spent the night at the school and buried the money up there.
Yeah, it's not like it's a long horse ride.
No, no. But I always wonder too, was it paper or was it coins? You know, if it was paper, it probably wouldn't be around. If it was coins, it's still around.
Well, actually, some of that paper money was wrapped in an oil protected sack. It could still be, if they wrapped it,
Yeah.
that it's fine.
And
Yeah.
Cosmoline keeps
But you're not going to find it with a metal detector if it's paper.
Detector, no. But I always think, you know, people look over here for it, and I said, there's always a chance it might be at the school too.
And since we've got permission from the owner to do a little metal detecting, I'm willing to split anything I find.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I mean that with 100%. And it's on film, so you know I can't lie.
It's 50-50, right, Joe?
Yeah, 50-50, that's fine. That'll keep this place going anyway.
This is not a very big hospital.
No, it wasn't at the time. It had divided rooms. There was a blacksmith shop in the backside.
Ooh, I want to see that. I'm a
There's hardly anything there, but we can go back there. The
I'm-
blacksmith, he repaired everything that was here in town. They had the cattle, horses back in there, corrals.
yeah. Let me get some quick video, and then I want to see where the blacksmith. I'm a pretend blacksmith. I've done some very minor blacksmithing. It's just amazing how the adobe lasts for so long.
That's one of the reasons why I said they used to use the blood from the cattle to keep it together.
Yeah, it would be nice if this was flat, and you could get down to where the actual separate rooms and how big they were.
Right.
Because you get an idea how big the roofs were and such.
Yeah.
But this is the main hospital here. And then here's the little burn pit for amputates and deaths, which is not a bad idea. I mean, to keep disease and such down. So if anybody was an archaeologist and they were to start digging through this pit, as most people don't know this, but not all bones burn all the way to ash.
Right.
There's still sometimes teeth and other parts of bone will be found in this pit. And it looks like it has caved in. I'm guessing it was probably quite a bit deeper.
Oh, yes. Yes. Yes, a lot deeper. And now the rabbits and snakes have moved in.
Yeah, you can see the rabbit holes and the snake holes back there.
Yeah.
All right, now let's see this blacksmithing area, because that'd be awesome. Walking out here, suddenly trip over a bag, and suddenly there's all that money from that bank robbery.
Yeah.
Hell, that'd be funny. What's with the old tin?
That's the metal roofing.
Oh, that used to be on the hospital. Okay.
Yeah.
And, you know, this is another section of the hospital.
This was the blacksmith shop here.
I bet I could find a ton of old nails and
Oh, yeah.
horseshoes and other things.
Yeah, the guy's, he was a jack of all trades. His name was Hoxie. We called him Hoxie, and everybody would bring their stuff over and he'd repair it. He'd repair old batteries.
There's no foundation. It was just built straight.
Right, it was just built straight on the ground.
Okay. Do you know what happened to his forge?
No, I couldn't tell you.
Those, I guarantee you, wouldn't just fall apart
I
like
think
the
a
wooden.
lot of stuff vandalized in the 60s and 70s. People came in and they bought the steel or stole the steel and sold it.
Yeah. This looks like one of the roof beams. Yeah, this is. You almost can see a layout to it.
Right.
And if I was a
Had the horse corrals around here because he shoed the horses and took care of them too.
yeah, this looks more like a small section to bring a horse in,
Yeah.
do the shoeing and taking care of the hooves, and then right around in this neighborhood, if it hasn't been moved that much, would be your main blacksmith shop. And then here's a secondary room.
There he is. Yeah.
And if I was a bet man, he probably had his forge in this section,
Right.
right in this area. And then there was a small door to his shop with other tools. And I'm just
Guess. Yeah.
totally guessing. I don't want anybody thinking that
Yeah.
I'm 100% accurate.
Then the old dump was located over there. It was an old dump. People would throw their stuff.
Is
back
it
up in
is
there.
it before the hill climbs?
Yeah. Oh yes. Yes,
Oh,
'cause
okay.
There's a wash down there. There's a wash down there, and we'll go down through there right now.
Oh, okay. Sweet. We do appreciate this, Joe, for you taking us on this personal tour.
Yeah, well, advertisement brings more people out. You know. That's-
Oh yeah, I'll definitely we've got you saw me put it on video, your
Right.
business card, and then I read the phone number on, so that's the very first video that'll be put up later this afternoon or tomorrow morning. I don't like to promise when I'm going to do it because it depends on what time I get home and
Yeah.
whether or not my wife and daughter have things for us to do.
Yeah.
Because as a married man, you know,
Exactly.
we have things to do when our wives tell us we have things to do.
Yeah. Exactly.
At least if you have a good marriage.
And I had a good marriage, you know. I was married to my wife 34 years, and that's when I retired. But we were going to travel, and she passed away. And I said, what am I going to do now? So that's why I started here in Gleason. And keeps me busy, keeps me active, doing stuff.
Yeah, I've been with my wife 12 years now.
Oh, okay.
And we have a 9-year-old daughter together. And I don't know what I'd do without my wife. She's my second wife. My first one is an evil person. And I don't mean that as hyperbole. Oh, wait, I'm going to pause this video.